The proverb وَافَقَ شَنٌ تَبَقَةً isn't just about compatibility, rather it comes from a clever story about riddles, wisdom, and the search for an intellectual match. So let's explore it together. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Once upon a time, there was an extremely intelligent man called Shan. Now Shan vowed never to marry a woman who was not as intelligent as he was. So one day during his travels, whereby he was searching for a woman who was as smart and intelligent as he was, he came across a stranger. He asked the man where he was traveling, and it happened that they were both traveling to the same village. So during their travels, Shan decided to test his wit by asking him some strange questions. So the first question that Shan asked the man was, "Atahmiluni am ahmiluk?" Are you going to carry me or shall I carry you? Now the man was extremely bewildered. He looked at Shan confused and he said, "Ya jahil, O ignorant one, ana rakib, I am riding, wa anta rakib, and so are you riding. Fakayfa ahmiluk, so how can I carry you? Aw tahmiluni, or you carry me?" Later on, as they passed a harvested field, Shan asked the man, "Hal ukila zar', have the crops been eaten?" The man responded sarcastically saying, "Ya jahil, O ignorant one, you pass by a harvested field and ask, have the crops been eaten?" As the journey progressed and it almost came to an end and they were approaching the village, Shan and the man, they saw a funeral. Shan asked, "Hal sahibun na'shi hayyun am mayyitun?" Is the person within the coffin alive or dead? Now Shan was extremely confused at this point and he just did not know what this man was about, and he said, "Ma ajhala mink, I've never seen somebody more ignorant than you. You see somebody in a funeral and you ask, are they alive or dead?" Despite their disagreements and differences, the man invited Shan to his house, and when he went home, the man explained to his daughter Tabaqah the extremely bewildering questions and confusing questions and ignorant questions that Shan kept on asking him. To his surprise, his daughter Tabaqah listened attentively and she said, "I know what all of these questions mean." So what was the meaning of these strange questions? As for question 1, "Atahmiluni," will you carry me? "Am ahmiluk," or I carry you? Then the meaning of this is, will you talk to me, or shall we have a conversation, or shall I tell you some stories to shorten our journey? As for question 2, "Hal ukila zar'," have the crops been eaten? Then what was intended by that question is, have the owners of the field sold the crops and eaten from their profits? And as for the third question, "Hal sahibun na'shi hayyun am mayyitun?" Is the person within the coffin alive or dead? Then what was intended by Shan was, did the dead person or the deceased person leave any descendants who will keep his memory alive? After hearing the meanings of these questions from his daughter, the man went back to Shan. He sat with Shan for a while and then he said to him, "Shall I describe or shall I explain to you the meanings of the questions you asked me?" And Shan said yes. After he told Shan, Shan said to him, "These are not your interpretations. Where did they come from?" Now the man told Shan that his daughter Tabaqah was the one who told him, and Shan immediately proposed, because this is exactly what he was looking for, somebody who was compatible with him intellectually. So Shan proposed and the man accepted and they got married. When Shan took Tabaqah back to his village or wherever he lived, and the people saw that they were both matching intellectually, this proverb was born, وَافَقَ شَنٌ طَبَقَةً. Now this means Shan and Tabaqah are a perfect match, or they are perfectly compatible. So when do we use this proverb? We use this proverb for two things that are extremely compatible or are a perfect match. So for example, in the example of the story, if two people get married and they turn out to be a perfect match, we can say وافق شن طبقة. Also, if there is a great business partnership, so two people who are great businessmen and they both complement one another, we would also say وافق شن طبقة. You could also use it for example, if you have a problem and then somebody comes to you with the perfect solution, you could also say وافق شن طبقة. Now these are the uses of, the practical uses of how you can use وافق شن طبقة in your daily life. What an incredible story of wit and wisdom. This story or this proverb reminds us of how important it is to find people to surround us who understand us. So people we want to work with or have relationships with, it's extremely important that they understand us. Please let me know in the comments below which proverb so far has been your favorite proverb, and also like, share and subscribe, as I will have many more stories to come. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.